Magandang araw mga mag-aaral. Narito muli ang inyong guro ng Sipnayan para sa panibagong math tutorial lesson. Okay, so this is already the part 3 ng laws of exponents. So I hope na napanood na rin ninyo ang previous video lessons natin, part 1 at part 2 ng ating laws of exponents. So let us now proceed. Number 6 is the quotient rule. Sa quotient rule, when dividing two powers with the same base, subtract the exponents. So, in this rule, kailangan ay pareho ang kanilang base. And then afterwards, we are going to subtract the exponents. Let us have the following example. We have x to the 5th power divided by x squared. So, in this example, ang kanilang numerical coefficient ay parehas na 1. Hindi na lamang isinulat, but then it is understood na kapag walang numerical coefficient na nakikita sa harapan ng isang variable, ang kanilang numerical coefficient ay positive 1. Okay, so let us now divide. So, x to the 5th divided by x squared, the same ang kanilang base. So, we're just going to copy the base, x, subtract the exponent. So, 5 minus 2 is equal to x raised to the 3rd power. Another example, 2 to the 5th power divided by 2 squared. So, the same ang kanilang base, the same base which is 2. Copy the base 2, subtract the exponent. So, 5 minus 2 is equal to 2 raised to the 3rd power. And then, simplify, 2 to the 3rd power is also equal to 8. Another example, we have x to the 6th power divided by x to the 6th power. Again, the same ang kanilang base, the same variable which is x, then copy the base x, subtract the exponent. So, 6 minus 6. So, we have x to the 0 power and x to the 0 power is equal to 1 according to the 0 exponent rule na any variable raised to the 0 power is always equal to 1. Another example, x to the 3rd power divided by x to the 6th power. Again, the same ang kanilang base, the variable x, so just copy, subtract the exponent. So, 3 minus 6. So, we have x raised to the negative 3. Then, for your final answer, it is most advisable to have a positive exponent. So, we are going to apply now the negative exponent rule, wherein kapag ang exponent or power ay negative, ay kukuhanin natin ang reciprocal nitong expression na to. So, ang expression na to, ang kanyang denominator ay 1. Okay, so kunin natin ang kanyang kabaliktaran. So, we have is equal to si 1 magiging numerator. Okay? So, therefore, si 1 ay magiging numerator. And then, ito naman si x to the negative 3 ang siyang magiging denominator. So, you cross the line and then change the sign. So, we have 1 over x to the 3rd power. So, for number 7, quotient to a power. So, in this rule, we have quantity x over y raised to the m power. So, in this rule, yung fraction natin na x over y, yung exponents nila, exponent dito ni x na numerator, exponent dito ni denominator y, ay imumultiply natin pareho kay m. Okay? That's why we have x to the m power and y to the m power. For example, we have quantity xy, quantity raised to the 2nd power. So, the numerator x, ang kanyang exponent ay 1. Again, invisible ang exponent to 1. 1 times 2 is 2. And then, the variable y, ang exponent ni y is 1. Multiply din sa exponent na nasa labas, which is 2. That's why this is our final answer. X squared divided by y squared. Another example, if we have quantity a to the 3rd power divided by b squared quantity raised to the 2nd power. So, again, we're going to copy the base a, multiply ang exponent ni 3 kay 2, then copy the base b, i-multiply yung exponent ni 2, dito kay 2. So, we have A, 3 times 2. So, A to the 6th power. We have B, 2 times 2 is B to the 4th power. Another example, if we had quantity 3 over 4, quantity raised to the 2nd power. Again, copy the base 3. Ang exponent dito ni 3 ay 1. I-multiply sa exponent na nasa labas, which is 2. Then, copy the base 4. Ang exponent ni 4 ay 1. Then, multiply sa 2. So, we have 3. 1 times 2 is 2. And then, 4. 1 times 2 is 2. Simplify. 3 squared is equal to 9. And 4 squared is equal to 16. Then, for our last example, we have quantity 2a squared divided by 3b squared quantity raised to the 2nd power. Again, 2, ang exponent nito is a positive 1, invisible exponent lang. Copy the base 2, imumultiply natin yung exponent nito na positive 1 dito kay 2. Copy the base a, imultiply yung exponent ni a na 2 dito sa labas na 2. Then, copy the base 3 for our denominator. Copy the base 3. Then, exponent ni 3 ay 1. Multiply sa exponent na nasa labas na 2. Then, copy the base b. I-multiply yung exponent ni b na 2 dito sa exponent na nasa labas. So, we have 2 to the 2nd power, a to the 4th power, all over 3 to the 2nd power, and b to the 4th power. So, for our final answer, we have 4a to the 4th power and divided by 9b to the 4th power.